Paramount TV giving you the West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur 1-1 draw. You know what? The thing is, the Spurs, I don't give them credit. They are our biggest rivals in the Premier League. And you know what? When we lose or when we beat Spurs, I don't really give them credit. If we lose, I'll blame it on our team. If we win, I'll just make a mockery out of Spurs. It's a typical rivalry. But the first time in a long time, I would actually say, I'm actually going to say this, I give credit for what Spurs did today. They were compacted. It was hard for us to break them down. It was hard. Usually we would really like to make passes to Paqueta and Hughes, Bowen and Antonio, which we couldn't. They made it hard for us to move around the box. I didn't like that. I honestly didn't like that. But we got what we wanted, a draw. I'll take a draw. If I'll take a draw against Spurs, a 1-1 draw, and Newcastle drop points, and we're still 7th, I'll take that. And again, they're defending Poro and the doggy. I think they're amazing. They're the type of players that can play multiple positions. And made them like, oh, they can go forward, they can go backwards, they can go forward and backwards. And the thing is about Spurs, they're not really running that much. When they get the ball, they take a couple of passes and then give it to the next player, which I respect. But I feel like with Spurs, they're missing a huge element. I feel like they're missing a main striker. First half for me, when I looked at Spurs, I feel like when players like Werner or Son or Johnson and Son had the ball, they made so many passes into the middle of the area, but they didn't do. No one was there that much, which was good. Back to us. I'm glad. I'm glad that we got the point. I'm glad that we've done well. I'm glad that Spurs did not get the victory at the London Stadium. When you're in a rivalry, a point is a point. And that's good for us. Not good for them because they're fighting for the Champions League. But you need to remind yourself, when you're in a derby, you shouldn't care about the opposition's where they are. Derbies don't matter. Points don't, like, where they are right now doesn't matter to us. We shouldn't care about Spurs fighting for Champions League. We shouldn't. And they don't care. If they don't care about us, we shouldn't care about them. Defensive wise, it wasn't, the first half looked weak. We looked like we played against Newcastle on Saturday. They had so many breakthroughs. We didn't put that much pressure in them. Second half, Moyes changed the tactics. He got the job done. He told everyone, put 8 players at the back. And now, I'm not the type of guy, I told you, I'm not the type of guy who likes part of the bus. I'm not the guy who enjoys defensively football. I hate that. I think playing defensively, like putting a lot of people at the back, is a sin for me. Like it's a sin. But it worked. Today it worked. We did what we needed to do. Putting Paqueta back is a good choice. I wouldn't have put him back. I would have put another defender as a sub. Not put Agron at the back, and it'll be 5-2, 5-3-2. But look, I'll take it. I'll take it. Attacking wise, we didn't do that much attacking wise. I would say the thing is with us, like when Spurs, they had to try to break us down and get something. Because, reminder, they are fighting for the Champions League spot. But they unfortunately, for them, we stopped them. Look, we've done this before. We played these games before. We played the game of let's stop Tottenham achieving their goals. If you go back into 2015-16, we stopped them. We were one of the reasons why they lost the title to Leicester City, because we beat them 1-0 at Upton Park. And then they lost to West Brom, then they lost to Chelsea, but we were one of the reasons. It's good to see Spurs, and Spurs are not going to be happy with it, but it's good for us to see Spurs sad. They didn't win against us in the pre-season friendly. They didn't beat us at White Hart Lane. They didn't beat us at the London Stadium. It's nervous. When you're playing against your biggest rivals, it's nervous. It's nerves, shaking, scared. You don't... it's like watching a horror movie, but then, like, it's coming at it, and you get scared and frightened. But the job is done. We got the point. I know people are gonna say we just sat back. We need to sit back. We knew Newcastle would drop points against Everton. They played at 7:30 at St James's Park. Their game finished. Dominic Calvert-Lewin saved us. But all that matters is that we got the point that we needed. We can't afford to lose points. We can't do Spurs. We're not Spurs. We're not Spurs who go to games and bottle it. We don't want to have Spurs' history. No football club in the Premier League would want to have Spurs bottle jobs history. No one. No one wants to see their team constantly not winning trophies. No one wants to see continuously their team getting bottle jobs. No one. Our history is different from them. But the matter of fact is that we even a point or a win, that's good for us. That's not good for them. They're going to go home to North London, wherever the Spurs fans lives, and be disappointed. We want them to get disappointed. When you're in the London derby and you see the opposition, your biggest rivals, be sad, then that's happy news. That's happy news. That brings us joy to see our biggest rivals in the Premier League to be sad. If Villa gets I'll be honest, as a neutral, I would want Villa I'd rather see Villa get top 4 than Spurs. I would rather see Villa have a better season than Spurs. They deserve to have a better season than Spurs. I would like to see Villa and Manchester United to finish above Spurs. Villa 4th, Man United 5th, Spurs 6th, but we can catch up to them. This is what we needed. Who cares about Tottenham? No one cares about Tottenham. When you're playing in the Premier League, you don't check for Tottenham's result. Unless you're a Spurs fan, then check. But no one cares about Spurs. If you beat Spurs, well done. Half of the London clubs will be happy. Arsenal will be happy. Chelsea will be happy. West Ham be happy. Because we all hate Spurs. It is their history to not do well. And we've done what we needed. Trust me, when you're watching a match like this, it's nerves. It's like your heart is pounding for 90 minutes. It's scary to like. It goes like quickly. Your heart goes quickly than any other matches. When you're playing against your biggest rivals, like the heartbeat goes quickly. It just goes quickly. Antonio's chance against Spurs. Paqueta fouled Madison. I don't think that was a foul for Madison. The job was done. Well done. That the referee didn't give Madison a free kick because I thought that was barely a challenge. Antonio got the ball. Van de Ven tried to tackle Antonio, but he failed. But I feel like Antonio could have tipped it. I feel like Antonio could have done something because if you go back to the Newcastle game, Bowen did the same thing. Antonio did the same thing. I just felt like he was tired. But can't we really blame Antonio? I think he's had a good performance today. Our front four was amazing. And you know what? I was watching the match and I was thinking, oh my God. Like, how good is to have Antonio, Paqueta, Kudus, and Bowen in the pitch? I think having Kudus, Paqueta, Bowen, and Antonio in the pitch is better than putting Bowen, Paqueta, Kudus. That's just a dream. That's a good thing that Moyes thought about it. And look, those Spurs fans can be sad, but look at the upside. We got the point that we needed. So all I can say is Spurs, look, you got the point against us. Be grateful, Spurs. Be grateful that we only gave you a point. Be grateful that it's only a point. I mean, if you have seen us play in the Premier League this season, then you would be in massive trouble with Kudus, Paqueta, Bowen, and Antonio. Just be grateful that we gave you a point, because if Antonio, Paqueta, Kudus, and Bowen played their part, dude, you wouldn't have even got 1 point. So all I can say is be grateful that we got you a point. Be grateful, man. Be grateful that we got you the point, because our needs are bigger than yours. So yeah. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Next video is Wolves on Saturday, and then we've got Leverkusen on Thursday. Saturday I'll do the Wolves review. Leverkusen Thursday. Yeah, hit the subscribe button if you're new, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. This channel means at least 4 more subscribers to get the big number 50. And yeah, enjoy this point. Enjoy this video. Enjoy this highlights that they're given, and I'm glad that we got the point. Peace. I'm out. Come on, you eyes.